Salaam, salam. So today we are discussing the lecture number 2, part 2, lecture 86. The same topic, Polish MP Mr. Braun speech in Pharaoh or Pharaoh rise, Parliament and the Quran. So in the last lecture, I have discussed up to 25 verse. So today we will start from 40, Surah 40, verse 26, and it will be ended at 40. 40, Surah 40. So, Pharaoh was greatly irritated by the demand to stop all forms of ethnic cleanings and asked his Congress members, leave me to emulate Moses and his cherisher of the Quranic foundation. So, when Moses demanded that why you are doing the genocide, so he did not kick him out, or he didn't order to kick him out. But what he did, he said, let me talk to him. I will humiliate him. I will insult him. So in this, Pharaoh was better than European Union Parliament, or Saudi or any Muslim parliament. They don't allow to people speak. Either they kick them out, or they put them behind the bar, or they kill them. So قال فرعون زرني أقتل موسى ولدى ربه إني أخاف أن يبدلوا دينكم أو أن يظهروا في الأرض الفساد. So what is the argument? Every dictator gave same. And Pharaoh said, let me disgrace Musa and let him call his cherisher from the boss of the Quranic Federation, not Allah. They cheated you. You cannot recognize that. You cannot, see or feel that Allah. That is beyond your perception, conception, what Quran is giving the detail of that supreme authority. This Allah means the Quranic head of state, the lawgiver. That Allah, we can recognize that supreme authority by his rules, by his laws. When we work on his laws, then we will find him. Surely I fear that he will change your economic, judicial, and social system. This was the problem. If any person from the European Parliament or from USA Congress or from Saudi government Parliament, Majlis Shura, he will demand that I want to make a justice system. So they will blame him. Though we are working for peace, he want to change our democracy, he want to change our civilization, he want to change our Majlis Shura. Every dictator is doing like that. And look, inni akhaf. I am fear, I am worried that he will change my system or that he may cause chaos and disorder in the society. So if this agitation will be successful, here will be chaos and there will be no peace over here. So all these dictators, whether democratic, whether dynasty, whether communism, so what they are saying, they are working for peace. If any person demand from them for justice, for equality, distribution of the resources, then they at once say, we are working for the peace. And he's creating a mess. Look, in Pakistan, what is happening? They have controlled all the resources of wealth, 1560 journal, and along with their, you know, corrupt political leaders and religious leaders, they have controlled everything. And if any person talk about them, any program on TV or social media, they say it is a fraud, it is a chaos, it is a disturbance. So then Musa said, I have been sent by my cherisher. I have come from my Quranic foundation. I don't want to make any chaos or disorder over here. Who's your cherisher? It means that this dynasty was not before dynasty, so they separated themselves from the Quranic foundation and he declared his own monarchy over there. So that is the Musa said he is also your cherisher. You were under the federation of the Quran to stop you from arrogance of massacring innocent people. That is the reason I'm over here. You have converted this your area. You were before under the collaboration or under the union of Quranic Federation. Now you declare these are my lands. So you are killing the people, innocent people. You put them in behind the bar. You destroy their houses. So that is the reason I'm over here. وقال موسى إني عزت بربي وربكم من كل متكبر لا يؤمن بيوم الحساب. Moses said, indeed, I seek refuge in my boss or cherisher. He has given me security. He has sent me over here. And who is also your nurturer. You are also taking aid from the Quranic Federation. Rabbakum, look. وَقَالَ Musa inni birabbi, my nurture, wa rabbakum, your nurture also. And I seek sanctuary from every arrogant, min kullu matkabbar, every arrogant, who does not trust in the critical time of accountability. So there is a ignorancy and there is a arrogant. Arrogant, you cannot treat them. Arrogancy, you can remove that arrogancy. But arrogant, if the person does not want to listen, so he was arrogant. And mostly these are Muslim leaders, they are all arrogant. Because Saddam was arrogant, he did not listen to the people. What happened? America cleared them. So this is the response of the Moses to Pharaoh. So during this very discussion, hot discussion, a leader of the Ramesses royal cabinet stood up and said, why you are insulting Moses and his team? 40:28. So just like Mr. Braun stood up and then he was asked to leave the parliament, similar situation. The Quran calls him Al-Mu'min, the person who was working for peace, who won the peace. He was the MP of the Pharaonic, Congress. Wakala, Rajul Mu'min, Mr. Braun. The beauty of the Quran is the language, the word the Quran uses, universal, timeless. Mu'min, any person can be Mu'min. But certainly Muslims are not the Mu'min because they are not working for peace. They are rebellious of the Quran. Rajul Mu'min, any leader, any person. Rajul means male and female. Rajul means leader. Rajul means big leader. So this is the meaning of the Rajul. It does not mean only man. Rajul is also used for female, feminine. So he was all Pharaoh, party of the Pharaoh. And they are saying all Ali, all Muhammad. They are wrong. They are ignorant. All Pharaoh. Do you think he was talking against the Pharaoh from his family? All means party. يكتم أيمانهم أتقولون رجل أن يقولوا رب الله وقد جاءكم بالبينات من ربكم وإن يكو كذابا فعليه كذابا وإن يكو صادقا يسبكم بعض إلا بعض يعوذكم إن الله لا يهدي من هو مسرف كذاب. So he stood up and he started interference, interrupted the discussion between Moses and Pharaoh, and he started talking. And a peace activist, leader from the Congress or cabinet of the Pharaoh party, Wakala Rajul Mu'min min Al Fir'aun, who was secretly supporting the peace mission. He was with Musa. يَكْتَمُونَ أَيْمَانَهُمْ Ayman Aman. Does not believer. This is a Bible believer. Will you, he starts speaking, will you insult a leader just because he says, my cherisher is Allah? That put the lawgiver of the Quranic foundation. He's saying, he's my boss. The one who is the lawgiver and does not engage in worshipping. So worshipping is prohibited according to the Quranic rule and regulation. It's a rebellious action against the Quran, worshipping, any kind of worship. Indeed, he has come to you with clear proof from your chercher. Your chercher. He said, the Allah's law, he is also our chercher. He came with clear proof. If he lies, then his lie is upon him. He is lying, okay, he will be suffering for that. He is responsible for that. But if he is truthful, then something he warns you about may befall you. But what he is saying, if it is a fact, then the power will be used from the Quranic Federation. Indeed, Allah does not guide one who is arrogant and liar. So this peace activist said that there is no solution for the arrogancy. You cannot get the guideline. Then he further said, O my people, who will help us against poverty and misery if it come upon us? Now, if there is a fighting, if there is a revolution, agitation, who will be responsible for these economic losses? يا قوم لكم الملك اليوم ظاهرين في الأرض وَمَنْ يَنْصَرْنَا مِنْ بَأْسِ اللَّهِ إِنَّا جَعَلْنَا قَالَ فِرْعَوْنَ مَا عَلَيْكُمْ إِلَّا مَا أَرِي مَا أَعِدُكُمْ إِلَّا سَبِيلَ الرَّشَادِ. So Pharaoh addressed to him, or this person first, he spoke, then after that Pharaoh gives the response. O my people, you have dominion in the society today. You are doing the injustice because you have the power. Lakum al-mulk. You have the authority. Al-yawm. This time, Zahirin fil ard. Society. You have control of this, just like Saudi Arabia, American, or European Union, or Pakistan. So they have the full control of the society by their force, by the CIA, by the intelligence, by the police. So what he expressed him, he explained him this peace activist, Pharaoh, look, now you have a control in the society. But who will help us against the poverty, sorrow, misery, grief, and punishment of Allah if it's come upon us? If the Quranic Federation has decided, the boss, Allah, whoever it is, the Quran Federation doesn't mention the name of the head of state, the lawgiver, Allah. Another name of that head is Rabbakum, nourishment giver. That person, any can hire. Quran does not mention any one person, he was the head of state. Any person, lawgiver, for nourishment, so that person, if that boss order, then if the punishment will come, then who will be responsible? Pharaoh said, I only show you that I perceive. Pharaoh responded, I don't agree with you. What I said to Moses, it's my perception. And I guide you only to the right path. He said, oh, I'm right. I am on the right path. Sabil al-Shah. So all the dictators, whether military dictatorship, whether religious dictatorship, whether socialist dictatorship, so they always say, we are right. We are on the right path. But this person interrupted him. He further expressed his concern, saying, O my people, indeed I fear that this will lead us into conflict and destruction. You will not listen to the suggestion of the Moses because he has been sent over here from the Quranic Federation. So I am worried that it is a lot of bloodshed now. It will be conflict. It will be destruction. وَقَالَ الَّذِي آمَنَ. Again, the person who was working for peace, يَا قَوْمِ إِنِّي أَخَافُ عَلَيْكُمْ مَثْلًا يَوْمَ الْعَذَابِ. So he further expressed, and the peace activist further said, because he was given the permission to speak. Pharaoh was better than European Union or American democracy. Look, Pharaoh did not say, leave the chamber, get out from here. So that is why he's speaking. Oh my people, indeed, I worry for you. Every, peacemaker, he does not like, this destruction, war. He hated. Every peacemaker is a soft-hearted tenderness. A fate like that of the time, it should not happen at that time of great assembly and division of people, parties, or troops in battle. Al-Hazab. People were divided into the different sect. faction, and they start fighting, I don't, that is why the Quran brought the word al-hazab. It includes gathering of the people, then division of the people. They are fighting each other, then military will come over there. This is the word, the Quran al-hazab. He further gives the reference of the history. He quoted the example of the nation of Noah and Og and Samud about the similar situation. 43:1. مثل دعوى القوم نوح وعاد ثمود والذين من بعدهم وما الله يريد ظلما للعباد. He further said, I fear for you a fate like that of the people of Noah, al-Samud, Ad. So he gives a reference, the same thing. Quranic Federation sent, it did not happen that Noah came 6,000 before, it's all Bible. It's a one sequence. When Noah was old or retired, it was replaced by some other one. Or after retirement. So this person is giving them the proof from the history that Noah people they did and Noah changed the system over there. And the same thing, all people they revolted against the Quranic Federation, they will be replaced. Their leader were replaced, Tamud, Samud, same thing. So the Quranic Federation replaced them. And those who come after them, and not only this, after them. And Allah does not intend injustice. Look, the head of the Quranic Federation is a model of the justice. For his devotees who are working there or who are using their abilities, capabilities, resources for the peace. It does not mean Allah servant. Look, it's a servant. Servant does not mean. He said, I'm afraid further. He didn't stop. He said, I'm afraid for you of the day of dispersion. Then there will be fighting. People will scatter. Now we are together. So I'm afraid then when there will be dispersion in our society. The person who working for peace, he is a very compassionate, tenderness, softness in his heart, in his mind. Ya qawme inni akhafu alaykum yawm al-tanat. And O my people, truly I worry for you. These people who are the good leader, they don't worry for their prime ministership or presidentship or dictatorship. No, they worry about the people. The critical time of your state of dispersion, when you will fly away at random and take a different direction, this is when the nation has been divided into the different sect, disunity, dispersion. Look, these are the peacemakers. Mr. Braun was the same thing. He is the same thing. So you shall protect yourself from those critical time. You should not allow that Quranic Federation send their army to change the system, and there will be bloodshed. A crucial time, young, critical time, when you will turn back fleeing, when Quranic Federation will come and you will run away. But at the time, no one will be your protector from Allah's laws. So, whenever Quranic Federation interfere in any area, it is for the betterment of the people. Because the corrupt people, they made a slave to their nation. Then he told them, Pharaoh, no one will be protector for you. The Quranic Federation will sack you, will replace you. And whoever lets go astray from Allah's law, then there is none to guide. So when you deviate from the Quranic law, you cannot find the guide. And then further he said, very good proof. You also said no messenger will come after Yusuf. No, you are talking that you give the example of the history that they were saying before that no prophet, no messenger will come. But Yusuf came. So what you are thinking that no one will come to replace it, they have come, Musa has come. وَلَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ يُوسُفُ مِنْ قَبْلِ بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ فَمَا زُلْتُمْ فِي شَكٍّ مِمَّا جَاءَكُمْ بِهِ حَتَّى إِذَا هَلَكَ قُلْتُمْ لَنْ يَبْعَثَ اللَّهُ مِنْ بَعْدِهِ رَسُولٌ كَذَلِكَ يُضِلُّ اللَّهُ مِنْ هُوَ مَصَرِّفُ الْمَرْتَبَانِ. And indeed Yusuf came to you in times gone by. I'm giving the example of the Yusuf. First, Ad, Samud, Noah, now we give you another one. Sent with clear instruction, but you swerved from the right opinion. It is in the same area Yusuf was. Quran does not mention that Egypt or Quran does not mention anything like that. Because this book is a universal, use the universal language, timeless statement. So this can happen anywhere. If Quran mentions the Egypt, then the people start worshipping Egypt. They will start worshipping the graves of the Yusuf and Moses. Nothing like that. But you swerved from the right opinion, remaining in doubt. You were in doubt. The Quranic Federation will not send any person or representative or for the replacement for which he had come to you, but he came. And when he came to an end, and you were in a state of perish or loss, when you replace him, your society was in perish, in chaos. In the Surah 14, all the details, Quran has given all the detail in Surah 14. Surah Yusuf. You said, no representative will Allah and after him to liberate his nation from the restriction of free thinking laws and to put the nation into motion and action. Kultum an yabas. What is yabas? Bas party, Saddam. To remove the restriction. Which restriction? Which free thinking? They stop free thinking, free writing. This is the mission of the Quranic Federation. You have the complete freedom. A restriction of free thinking, laws, and to put the nation into motion and action. Now all the 57 Islamic countries, They are under the restriction, heavy shackle of restriction, slavery. They cannot speak. They cannot demand for their basic rights. In the mosque, you cannot speak anything. Can any person speak against the Saudi Arabia or military journal in Pakistan? No. So this is the meaning of Yabasullah. Removing those restrictions which causes stop the free thinking, free writing, free speaking. Thus Allah lets us stay the one who is ignorant, a liar and doctor. So this is the Quran is saying that those people who do not give the liberty of freedom, speech, writing, those people are ignorant, the head of department or the ruler, they are liar, they are doctor, everywhere. All the time they are in doubt because they are under fear that we will not be replaced by the other people. So that is the Quran bring over here, martab. They are in the hell of uncertainty, doubt. This, all the Islamic leaders, they every time they are in a fear. They will not be killed. And that is the reason they have so many security. When they travel from one place to another place, you don't know in which vehicle this president or prime minister is going. So there is so much uncertainty. And this is Quran saying it's a hell. Neither it is a life, nor it is a death. It's a azabun azim. So do not dispute about the proof which Moses brought to us from Allah. He further told them, don't make disagreement with him. He has come over here for the betterment. That we should change the system. Because we had made the people our slave. Economically we are controlling them. No speaking freedom, writing freedom. You can take any person, put him behind the jail, behind the bar, kill them. الذين يجادلون في آيات الله بغير سلطان أتم كبورا مقتا عند الله وعند الذين آمنوا كذلك يتبع الله على كل قلب متكبر جبار. Here the Quran giving the definition of these dictators who restrict the freedom of speaking, writing, or the basic rights. Those who dispute about the verses of Allah without authority or reason, يَجَادِلُونَ فِي آيَاتِ اللَّهِ. These ayat of the Quran, they are based on the freedom and fraternity that has reached them, are grievous, odious, or hateful in the sight of Allah. So all these things, what in the Muslim country, the Muslim leaders are saying, they are controlling the people by force, or there is no freedom for the writing and speaking or any other basic right. The Quran said, Antam kabaru maktan indallah. It's a grievous, odious, or hateful in the sight of Allah laws. And all the 57 head of state of the Islamic country, they are all, rebellious of the Quran. And the beauty is this, Saudi Arabia is making the money by using the name of Allah. Billions of dollars from Hajj and Umrah. And you stupid are going over there wasting your money. and near those who are striving hard for peace and safety. And those people also hate it who are working for peace and safety, just like Mr. Braun. Thus, in this way, Allah's law becomes the cause to engrave, seal, or imprint every mind from native disposition to arrogance and tyranny. So that is why Allah does not put any stamp, or Allah does not do any injustice. Because of this behavior, because of their this character, suppress the people, don't give the freedom to the people. So, what effect, what personality they have, or the conscious, so they become seals. Their thinking becomes sealed. Their conscious becomes stagnant. Engrave, seal, or imprint every mind from native disposition to arrogance. So the nature laws, from the natural disposition, so they become arrogance and tyranny. Look, all the 57 Islamic countries, this is their mentality. All the leaders, whether opposition, whether religious, whether ruling, they are all mutkabbar, jabbar, kullu kalban, their minds. Kazalaka yatba'u Allah. Allah's laws in print put the seal. It is because of their thinking. They imprint, they seal their mind, their thinking. That is the reason the Quran is saying all these head of the Islamic states or the opposition party or the religious party, they are mutkabbar jabbar because they are not performing or dealing the people with native disposition, nature laws, organic laws. Then Pharaoh came, and Pharaoh further ordered to Haman to investigate the real cause of this disturbance. Then he realized he did not do like the European Parliament. Mr. Braun, leave the chamber. Then he said, وقال فرعون يا هامان ابن لي سرا لعلي أبلغ الأسباب. Look, the translation, Pharaoh said, O Haman, build me a lofty palace that I may attain the ways of me. What is this? And Pharaoh said, O Haman. Haman was the religious minister, just like Pope, just like Grand Mufti, or just like Imam of Khana Kaaba, or Imam of Medina Mosque. They're all Haman. They're taking money. They're securing the dynasty or the democratic system. You can buy any religious person anytime. Haman. So he was very close to him because he was controlling the people. Pharaoh was controlling the people by religious ritual, like 2.5 billion Muslims. They are being controlled by the ritual, by the worshipping of God, by the Hajj, by the Umrah. So he asked him, for me, secure and firm structure, find the reason. Find what is happening inside, so that I may reach the true means or causes behind this mission. Look, he was a very intelligent person. He did not do like CIA, kill the people. kidnap them. They are so bad they blasted the gas pipeline, which was giving the Germany and Europe all the cheap gas. Now they're in a problem. So CIA, you know, the whole economy, the energy crisis in European Union, it is because of the CIA. It is because of the USA. And they are the slave of the USA. So same thing. Pharaoh ordered that Haman make the examination or investigation and let me know what is the problem. And the means of the exalted or eminent laws of the heaven. What Moses is saying that these are the heavenly laws. The Quranic Federation laws are based on justice, balance, beauty. These are heavenly laws. I don't know what he's talking. Investigate for me so that I may investigate the matter of Moses. God, I will check what Moses is talking about. Allah. Though I truly think he is a liar. So how he can think honestly, impartially, when he already decided that Musa is lying? Asbabul samawat, this samawat, wa atlaha ilahu Musa wa inni lahadnahu kazaban wa kazalika zainul Pharaoh su'ul amlahu wa sad an sabilillah wa ma kaidu Pharaoh illa fi tabab. So the ways or means he ordered the religious minister Haman of exalted laws. Find what is this exalted law. They make the translation al samawat, the heavenly body. They're staying over there. We cannot do anything. This samawat, exalted, eminent, lofty laws of the Quran, or lofty leadership. It's a plural, proper noun. It's not a sky. It's not a moon or other planet or another heavenly body. No. Al Samawat, the Quranic eminent law, so that I may reach the elevation of the law of Moses. I want to know. And indeed, I think he is a deceiver, and thus are guilty of the present life, particularly royalty, including wealth. So they are against my dynasty, they are against my royalty, they are against my, wealth. So this is a problem, I think. Made Pharaoh evil by the reason of his deeds, because he was doing the bad thing, evil, corruption. So that is the reason he was thinking like that. Any corrupt person, he is always in a danger that the justice system will not come. If the justice system will come, there will be accountability for me. And he was averted from the profitable path. This is the reason. Unsabil. That path, that way which gives the profit, benefit to the people. He was averted from them, from that path. He accumulate, he control all the resources, financial, agricultural land. And this is Wasad and Sabir. Look, all our democratic leaders, or now the people who are collecting the wealth in every country. There are certain mafia, they're controlling all the resources. In India, Brahmins they are controlling. In Pakistan, military and religious. In America, Congress member, corporations. So this is wasad an sabil. They have been deviated from that path which is a benefit for the people. And the plot of Pharaoh lead to the nothing but hell for him. What Quran is saying, he would not survive. What he was planning, and same thing will happen now in America and European Union. It's coming now everywhere because the nature laws, it is against the nature laws. Then this peace activist from Pharaoh's Royal Commission once again urges people to reflect and choose the right path and sin. That is the reason, Mr. Brain, pray for the genocide which was carried out by the Jews in Palestine. Same thing he is saying. The peace activist from Pharaoh's Royal Commission once again urges people to reflect and choose the right path and said, what he said, وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا يَا قَوْمَ اتَّبَعُونَ هَذَكُمْ سَبِيلَ الرَّشَادِ. And the one who was a peace activist of the Pharaoh's Royal Congress said, O my people, walk behind me. After applying your reasoning, not like a herd of sheep. Ittaba means after examination, after investigation, never follow any person without applying your reasoning. It's a gift of God to you. You are praying, going Hajj, after democracy, Umrah. This is like a herd of sheep. When you pray, first of all, you ponder upon that. You see the meaning of that. Apply your reason. Then you will stop worshipping God. You will stop going to Umrah. You will stop going to Hajj. You will stop praying or worshipping God. Yakum attaba'u. I will guide you to the profitable and right path. Look, Sabil al-Irshad, Adakum, again Sabil. Pharaoh is taking to you to the top. On Sabil Wasad, he is restricting you from the prosperity, from the peace. But I'm taking you to the peace and prosperity. He further said, O my nation, does not go after momentary gains, but think about tomorrow. These are the leaders. We don't have any leader. We don't have any leader. We are orphans. These idiots, all these reality, Islamic leaders, political leaders, like Sisi, like Jordanian king, they're all idiots, They are employee. They are taking the bribe from European Union, from Western country. They are not for Muslim. They are working for these people. They are their manager, Look, this is a very, very important thing. Ya qaum, innama hadal hayatu dunya mata'u, innal akhirata wa hiyyal dar. O my people, you are after danger of immediate gratifications, Pharaoh's rule, may seem beneficial in the short term, but it leads to the destruction in the long run. Qawma inna hada al hayat. This leader is a nice person. All our leaders, they are thinking for themselves. They are after momentarily beneficial. They never think what will happen with our nation, what will happen with our coming generation or the generation yet to come. They don't care about that. They are only hayatud dunya matao. This peace activist, he is talking to the entire cabinet of the Pharaoh. He is giving them the message that what you are doing, you are looting the people, you are making money, you are taking the lessons, you are controlling all the resource for your benefit only. For two party, American system, two Democrat and Republican, 4 years they will take, 4 years they will. This is a looting. The importance of foresight, wise decision, require thinking beyond the present moment and considering their future impact. This is you should do. Well, akhirat does not mean day of resurrection or day of judgment or day after. Ukhra means one after another. So think about the future impact. What you are doing now in Pakistan, 76 years now, these people, the military, the religious, the political leader, they are devouring the rights of the people now. Where this nation? Same in India, same in all Islamic countries, same in European. The mafia, they are controlling it. They don't think all these capitalist people who are who are controlling the almost 72% resources, they never think future impact. They just think for themselves, for their corporation, for their wealth. Call, he further said, call for the strategic thinking. Think upon that. So, what the Quran giving message to you that you will change all these things if you start thinking, if you start making planning. Otherwise, you cannot change. They are in power. They have their army, they have their police, they have their resources, they have their intelligence, they have their military bases, they have the weapon. So, what Quran giving you the message that change your strategy, thinking, start thinking. Then you will change that. Otherwise, thousands of years you will be like that. He encourages his people to plan for a just and sustainable future rather than being trapped in temporary gains. So this is the message of the Quran. Think about coming generation. This is our planet. We should not consume all the resources immediately. What we are doing now, we are fighting. What is the fight in Ukraine? For the rare metals. What is the fight in Balochistan? Because military want to devour all the resources over there. Hayya darul Qrar. Qrar. When the woman is pregnant, she feels satisfaction. She feels pleasant. Qrar. The peace activist, he further said, continued his argument, emphasizing the principle of justice and accountability in the society. Look, in USA, if 22 years back, there was justice system. Now there is no justice now. check and balance was good. In Europe, it was good. But now, on this and on this entire planet, there is no check and balance. That is the reason there is a chaos. So the Quran and these corrupt leaders, they don't want to allow any check and balance system. That is the reason our planet is in a chaos. So whenever comments evil, injustice, or corruption will receive nothing but an equal recompense, no one will escape the consequences of their wrongdoing. So if you will put the check and balance system, the society remain in peace. But whoever strive for reform, whether strong or weak, and dedicates themselves to peace and justice, they will be rewarded with flourishing and prosperous society. So whenever you start any reforming, struggle for the reform, whether it is strong, whether it is weak, whether you are weak, whether you are strong, or whether it is a big or both, you can use this zikr wa unsa. It doesn't mean only man and woman, no. They will embrace a state of peace and security. Then peace will come. Not by election. These elections will never bring any change. It's a fraud. Don't know that they can bring their people. They are bringing their people. So, by election, if you think you will change, no. It is, look, in America from the 100 years of democracy, now the condition is bad to worse. There was no other system except democracy. So democracy is responsible for this chaos now, for this poverty, for this corruption in every country. And they force you, put the democracy in your system. So they will embrace a state of peace and security where they will enjoy an abundance of provision, not just in material wealth, but also intellectual and moral nourishment. So this is the Quran message. If you start working, if you start thinking whether you are weak, whether you are strong, or whether you are doing small reforming or big reforming, it will pay you back in the form of prosperous society and also intellectual and moral nourishment. This moral nourishment is the most important thing for the development of the society and intellectual when you start thinking without restriction or limitation. هو مؤمن فأولئك يدخلون الجنة يرزقون في بغير حساب. Jannah doesn't mean the heaven is in the space. Quran saying the Jannah is over here. What is the Jannah? When the people have the intellectual freedom, moral freedom, abundance of provision, nourishment, that is it. Jannah. Peace, prosperity, basic necessity of life. So this is the part 2. And in the next lecture, I will give you the part 3, and that chapter will be from 41 to 46. Thank you very much.